This video is sponsored by Rocket Money. More about them later.
Well, ahoy there cruisers, and welcome back on the beautiful Celebrity Edge on our 10-day Australia northeastern cruise. We're here in Cairns today, which is a very tropical part of Queensland, and we've got a fantastic shore excursion booked, which we can't wait to take you on. Some of the shore excursions on this cruise have been very expensive, but because we're so far from home, we've paid for them because it's a one-off. Anyway, I can hear, is that your belly rumbling because you're a little bit hungry? Let's go grab some breakfast first off before we get off the ship, shall we? Starving, and Ben needs some breakfast, and especially maybe some breakfast desserts.
Good morning, guys. Let's go for some breakfast in Lumiere, which is the sweet restaurant.
Lumiere.
Lumiere.
Disney.
That's Disney, isn't it? In Lumiere, which is the sweet-only restaurant.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lumiere, not Lumiere, David. It's not a Disney cruise ship, as I said. Anyway, we came in for breakfast. The menu's really good, guys. They've got some unusual things on there as well. Nav went for something a little bit more unusual today. Got our coffee, and it's absolutely scrum-diddly-umptious as well. That's my rocket fuel, and it's going to get me going. Starting off with a nice fruit plate. Nice selection of fruit. One thing that we found in Australia, and we've said it a few times, is that the fruit is absolutely spectacular. So much better than it is at home. Got a bit of kiwi fruit on there as well. Wonder how the Australians feel about that. We're going over to the kiwi side. Yummy, very, very good. Can't wait for breakfast and a lovely day because the weather outside looks lovely.
So the pastry basket came round. It's always my favourite thing because I always say, oh, I'm not going to get a pastry, and then they come round with the basket and I can't resist. These look amazing. Check this out. It's a pistachio thing, like a Danish, and it looks incredible. Oh my gosh, they all look very good though. Super moist. Lots of layers, and juicy and delicious and sweet. Absolutely fabulous.
Oh my gosh, look at my main course. It looks absolutely fabulous. It's like a stack of potato waffles, which look a little bit like normal waffles, but they're not. They're made out of potato, laid with different layers of cheese. Then you've got some maple bacon on top, which is smothered in maple syrup, and then a lovely sunny side egg on the top. It looks like a piece of cake, guys, and I'm here for it. I mean, how amazing does that look? Burst, that egg looks amazing. It's like dark orange. It looks like a very good quality egg. That egg did well in that farm. That is absolutely bloomin' delicious. It's like sweet and savoury and very tasty at the same time. I'm loving the sweetness from the bacon. The eggs are gorgeous. The potato cakes are lovely. This might be a new breakfast favourite for me, guys. This is absolutely delicious and I haven't quite had anything like it before. Wonderful. What a wonderful start to the day.
So I went for eggs in purgatory, and I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I chose it was because it sounded very interesting. I've never heard of eggs in purgatory before. It's kind of like a shakshuka thing, but not quite. So it's basically a base of roasted tomatoes and like really juicy, delicious, rich tomato flavour with some quail eggs on top. It comes with a little bit of sourdough for you to make these little sandwiches so you can dip your eggs in there. Let's give it a go. I'm just gonna get some of the egg on there as well. Really flavourful. The base on the bottom is really delicious. And I also asked for some hash browns on the side, but these are really strange. They're kind of like little potato cakes. They're not like the crunchy hash browns that we're used to. They're more like a little potato cake. It's very nice. It's like nice and fluffy in the middle.
Well, hit me with a baguette and call me the Eiffel Tower, because I am standing straight and tall for this. Holy moly, just like the actual dessert that we went for. We went for the peach cobbler French toast, and it looks nasty in the best way possible. It looks bloomin' beautiful, guys. It's a work of art. It's got some cream, whipped cream on the top. We've got some maple syrup on the side, lots of peaches, and a beautiful stack of French toast. Oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous. Mouth-wateringly good. Feeling a little bit full now, but we're not gonna waste it. We're gonna just take one for the team and eat it all. Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh, yeah. That is delicious. Oh my gosh, that is all of the flavours. It's not overly sweet as well. I've noticed this with all of the desserts and things on Celebrity. A beautiful balance of sweetness, so it's not too much. It's just kind of perfect. But those peaches are wonderful. French toast is lovely. The little crumb on the bottom as well to give it a bit of a crunch. Perfection as a breakfast dessert. I'm a very happy man right now. I love my breakfast desserts. This one didn't disappoint.
So breakfast was delicious. In fact, I think it was too delicious. That is my biggest complaint because I ate far too much. I don't think I'm ready for this jungle adventure today, but I'm very looking forward to it. So we need to head down to Eden to meet our shore excursion. Make sure we've got all the usual stuff and don't forget the excursion tickets.
So because we're staying in a suite on this cruise, we actually get to meet in Eden every day. We have a shore excursion. Normally it's the main theatre, but Eden is reserved for those in suites, which is really nice because it's a really quiet area with much fewer people. We're then escorted by one of the butlers to the debarkation point, which today is a tender. Most of our ports are tender on this cruise because all of the ports are very small, and then we just get whisked off instead of being in a big group, which is really good. And Eden has a little cafe in there as well, so if you want some snacks, it's a good place to get it. So yeah, it's really easy and nice. So it was a very quick journey on the boat over with some lovely views where we arrived into Yorkeys Knob port, which is just next to Cairns. Then we hopped on a bus to start our tour. We're doing the duck, so the amphibian duck, as well as the Kuranda jungle train as well, which is going to be a lot of fun. Couldn't hear a word the tour guide was saying, guys. Very, very quiet. He was refusing to speak up as well on the microphone for some reason, but yeah, couldn't understand a word he was saying. We have to say the tours so far haven't been fantastically high quality, unfortunately, especially for the price you pay. We've almost paid $200 each for this, and it is a bit but the actual content of the tour hopefully is going to be a lot better than our guide. The guides so far have been terrible at best. Right, let's get started. I am looking forward to the amphibian duck though. It's a World War II vehicle that was left behind from the United States. So let's do this.
So we've came to the nature park where our tour is going to be today, but we're 45 minutes early, so there's nothing to do. We've just got to sit here for 45 minutes and either look around the gift shop or grab a drink from the coffee shop. There's nothing else here to do, so I don't know why we've came 45 minutes early. Like Ben said, the tour guide is not good at all. He's not very clear in what he's saying. He just keeps wandering off, and I could barely hear a word he was saying on the bus. He just was very quiet and very mumbly all the way through, so not impressed for the price at all, guys. Did you know I was subscribed to apps that I haven't used in months? Does this sound familiar to you? Well, that's where this week's sponsor, Rocket Money, comes in and can help. Rocket Money is a fantastic personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, set budgets, and even save money all in one place. I connected my bank account and it shows me everything that I'm currently subscribed to. It turns out I was still subscribed to an editing app that I haven't even used in a year. With just a few taps, Rocket Money started the cancellation process with no endless phone calls, emails, or stress. And if you're saving for something big, like, oh, I don't know, your next cruise, I really like the budgeting feature because it can help. I like how it shows me exactly where my money is going, so I can set goals and stick to them. It even sends reminders about upcoming charges, which is super helpful. So, if you're ready to save more and spend less, why not check out Rocket Money today? Go to rocketmoney.com/Ben and David, or just click the link in the description section below to get started for free. It's such a simple way to take control of your finances.
So we just did the amphibian duck tour. It was very good indeed. Our duck was from World War II, built in 1944 in the USA. Really fantastic. We went all the way through the jungle. We saw lots of plants, including some of the most dangerous plants in the world. And then we also ducked into some water into a lake, and it was really good, guys. Very informative. Our actual guide on that tour, who's from this place, was really good, really informative, showing us all of the plants and the beautiful rainforest and jungle. Very, very cool indeed. Actually really enjoyed that part of it. It was very, very good. Now, if you want to do this direct, it's only 30 Australian dollars each, which is only about 20 US dollars per person. So if you could get a taxi here or something, definitely worth doing it that way, much cheaper. Anyway, on to the next part of our tour. We're going on a train. Let's go.
Next stop for us is the Kuranda Scenic Railway. You can see the beautiful, gigantic railway carriages next to me. So we've came to the top of the mountain and we're going to be taking the railway down. It's going to be about a 1.5 hour journey through the rainforest. I'm very excited by this. There's only a couple of trains a day and we're on the next one, so let's get on with it.
Oh, well, look what I found in the gift shop, guys. A cheeky chocolate banana. We've seen these a few places around here, so it must be a thing. We actually saw bananas growing just around the corner as well, and it's cold, it's frozen, it's a frozen chocolate banana, and it is literally smoking. Should we have a little try? It's a bit naughty for camera, this, isn't it? Oh, very hard. That is naughty. with a healthy centre, and I'm here for it. That is very, very good indeed. Very cold. Oh, nearly broke my teeth chomping into this big old boy. Finding it hard to get my mouth around, but that is absolutely delicious. Who doesn't love a chocolate banana? I certainly do. Oh my gosh, it gets hot up here in the rainforest and in the north of Australia. My gosh, but we have to say, we have been so lucky with the weather. The whole trip's been wonderful, and the seas as well have been like a pond the whole time. Very, very lucky, counting our blessings for this, because we know it can be a little bit dodgy, but oh my gosh, it's been wonderful the whole way. Time to get on the train. Doesn't have aircon. It's going to be a fun one.
All those years ago, when they built these railway carriages, you think they would have thought ahead and put aircon in them. It's not good enough. I'm going to complain to the builder, who's probably not around yet. But yeah, it's very warm in here. I'm hoping once we get moving, it'll cool down. I finished a little bit of Ben's chocolate banana, and it actually did cool me down quite a lot. It was very delicious.
So we've arrived back in the port. Now the train was absolutely spectacular. The views that we saw were beautiful. And what's really shook me is how different the landscapes are here in Australia from one place to another. I didn't realise it was quite so diverse. It's literally like the jungle up here, and we saw some gorgeous views. The train crossing bridges and waterfalls, some amazing waterfalls. It was just a bit toasty, guys. It was almost a 2-hour journey, and it was hot. Oh my gosh. So we were kind of sliding down the chairs. If it had been a little bit cooler, it would have been a lot more enjoyable. Now, overall, the tour was okay. The things we actually did on the tour were pretty good. It definitely wasn't worth the money though. We were completely ripped off. I don't know why we fell for it again. It's been a while since we did cruise booked shore excursions, and they are just so expensive. Oh my gosh, and our tour guide was like the most dry person I've ever met in my life. He was enough to send you asleep. Not good value in my opinion. Stick to other things. But hey, we had a really good day, and it was a really good chance to explore Cairns and everything it has to offer. It really is a stunning place, and like I said, the train, apart from being hot, those views were spectacular. Built all the way back in the 1890s. It was just gorgeous. Right, back on the tender and back on the boat. Let's go. Well, welcome back everybody. It's another day. Today we're in Airlie Beach, somewhere brand new, the Great Barrier Reef, and we've got an amazing excursion coming up that we've spent an absolute bloomin' fortune on, so it better be good because it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. So let's head down, grab some breakfast, and then we'll get off and have an amazing day here in Australia on the Queensland coast towards the north now. I'm so excited.
So we've came down to the Eden to meet our tour. So as we mentioned in the previous tour, we actually get to wait here rather than the theatre. And this is nice because there's teas, there's coffees, there's breakfast items. So it's much more calm and relaxing before we then get whisked off on our tour today, which I'm really looking forward to.
So guys, breakfast was really lovely. We're still waiting. We've been waiting about 30 minutes past our meeting time now, which sucks a little bit because this tour is very expensive, $429 US each. So by far the most expensive tour we've ever booked on any of our cruises. So we hope that we don't get any time taken off us because it's so late meeting. This is one of the downfalls of booking shore excursions. Again, you're made to wait. It's a 6-hour tour. Just at least we could have 6 hours. I'll be happy.
No guys, I'm not giving myself a nice little massage. I'm just lotioning up to protect ourselves from this hot sun because the sun has finally came out. We've met the tour group and we've signed our life away with a waiver just to say about any medical issues and what our experience is with snorkeling and are we scared of the fish. Not gonna lie, I do get a little nervous snorkeling, so I was very honest on my form, but it's gonna be good fun, isn't it? Very excited. Next stop, Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah, so we're all checked in, guys. Now the tour guide really isn't happy, the local tour guide, because apparently she's been stood here waiting for us all from 8:30 and it's now 9:30, so we're an hour late. Fingers crossed it isn't cut short because we've been looking forward to this so much. This is probably the tour we're looking forward to the most. I mean, the Great Barrier Reef, the Whitsunday Islands, one of the most famous, beautiful beaches in the world on Whitehaven Island. It's going to be a good one regardless, but yeah, just waiting and then we're going to get on. We can see our boat over there. It's all ready, the Viper. It's got Rolls-Royce engines and it's going to whisk us all the way to the Great Barrier Reef, which is awesome.
We're supposed to start at 8:30 and it's now almost 10 o'clock.
Well guys, welcome to paradise. We're here on Whitehaven Beach. It is absolutely stunning. So it's about a 30-minute journey over through some beautiful scenery. Now, first impressions are the sand is pure white because it's silica, so it's completely white, and the sea or the ocean or the water is so blue. It's like crystal blue and absolutely stunning in every way. This is probably one of the most stunning places I've ever been in my life. And we've been to a lot of beaches. We've been very lucky. But oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Guys, hopefully you can hear me because we're not on the microphones now. We've got our suits on to protect us from the jellyfish. There's secret invisible jellyfish here which may hurt you. So we're wearing these black suits to stop that. Oh my gosh, they're so tight. my God, I'm so excited. Right, let's get off and explore the beach. Right, you ready for this, David?
Little nervous about the jellyfish, not gonna lie. Apparently this protection 90% of the time. Knowing my blooming luck, it'll be the 10%, won't it? Will you pee on me if I get stung?
No.
Really?
No.
That's not... I thought true love meant you're gonna pee on each other.
Oh gosh, no. Right, let's get off. We're the last off.
Yeah, let's do it. Is that a jellyfish?
No, it's not a jellyfish.
Oh
David.
no, that's the rope from the ship.
Right, let's swim. We're going to swim in for shore. It's like Castaway with Tom Hanks. Oh, that is lovely. David's saying it's cold. It really is not. It's absolutely beauty. 28 degrees Celsius apparently. So, right, we better start swimming for the shore really then.
This is absolutely amazing. I don't think I've seen colours like this before anywhere. So the beach is beautifully white. This water is gorgeously blue, like a turquoisey blue. And the jellyfish are invisible. It's going to be fun.
Just how we like them, eh?
Yeah. So you can't panic and swim away. You've just got to pray.
And are we lucky with this weather or what?
It's a very easy swim as well. Like the water's very calm. I have to admit, this morning I was a little bit nervous about getting like seasick or motion sick, but honestly, it's just so beautifully calm.
I'm just gonna nice and easily back paddle it, guys, onto this stunning beach. Wow, I can't get over how gorgeous this is. It's just absolutely spectacular. Holy moly, we are very, very lucky people, aren't we? Wow. Oh, we've seen jellyfish, guys. David's having a bit of a panic, aren't you, David?
Yeah, get me out of here now. I'm a YouTuber, get me out of here.
Very swinny there, guys.
It's a lot further than it looks.
It is a lot further than it looks, I agree. But wow, it's just behind me. Look at that, guys. I mean, is this legitimately paradise or is it paradise? I'm land-bound, guys. I've touched the floor. My gosh, it feels very soft. Oh, getting pushed off a little bit. So this beach is voted one of the top 10 beaches in the entire world. In the entire world. And I can see why. Isn't it just beautiful? Holy moly, the sand is so soft. It's gorgeous. Are you happy to be on terra firma, David?
Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath now. It was like a mirage. It felt like it was getting further and further away. Oh my gosh, this sand is amazing. It's absolutely so soft under my feet. It's incredible. I don't think I've felt sand this soft before. Apparently as well, it doesn't get hot because of the type of sand it is. So we don't need to wear shoes or anything. How crazy is that?
Oh my gosh. This is legitimately, absolutely stunning. I actually didn't know this sort of thing existed in Australia. But it's like we're being transported to like a tropical paradise. It reminds me of of the Caribbean and Hawaii and places like that, and it's just so lush and beautiful. Oh my gosh, guys, this genuinely is the nicest beach I have ever been to in my entire life. I'm serious though, David. Have you seen anything like this before?
No, I haven't seen anything like it. I hope it's coming across on camera. We're not putting filters on here or anything like that, but it is pure blue and pure white. It is absolutely stunning. I have to keep taking my sunglasses off really quickly just to get the colour of it. And I've just even noticed now the trees are such a vibrant green as well. It is gorgeous out here. You can see why it's one of the best beaches in the world, and it really reminds me of the Caribbean, like Ben said, particularly St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because we always thought they were the best beaches we've been to. Up until this point, they've been trumped by this beach. This beach wins.
Oh my gosh, some of the bugs here are absolutely insanely huge as well. I don't want to get on the wrong side of that. My gosh, Australia, I think you're always trying to kill people with all of your wildlife. The snakes, the spiders. Luckily, we haven't seen any spiders at all on this trip. But we've seen a few snakes.
Don't say that now. We're going to see one now.
Oh jeez, no, bad move. I shouldn't have said anything, now I've cursed it. David, take a seat and relax on my lovely beach.
This is amazing. I'm just cooling off in the water. Oh, absolute paradise. Apart from all them blooming aeroplanes and helicopters.
David, I literally can't take you anywhere. What have you done?
Ooh, I feel like a page 3 model. I feel like a calendar girl.
So we're all back on board now and we're just leaving. So the last time you saw us, we were having a fabulous day on Whitehaven Beach. Have to say it again, that beach was absolutely spectacular. Now, you know, we had issues in the morning, this morning, with getting on the shore excursion, that we were waiting at least 45 minutes, almost an hour, past our meeting time to get onto the tenders. Absolutely no idea why this happened. We arrived early. They were calling number 11 tender boats as well for people who don't have shore excursions, so loads of people were getting off since 8 a.m. Now, this obviously has impacted our tour. So our tour that was supposed to be 6 hours 45 ended ended up being 4 hours 45 because of all of the delays and things, guys, and we're really not happy about it. So after the beach, we had some lovely lunch on board, and the lunch was really nice. It was kind of salads and meats and things, and that was really lovely, and we got a free drink as well with the tour, which was really nice. Then we were supposed to head to the Great Barrier Reef, now one of the outer reefs, which are the best reefs. They're the ones that are really fantastic, full of all of those sea life and those amazing reefs. Unfortunately, this didn't happen. Now, the captain of our boat and all of the crew on that shore excursion were amazing. They have nothing to do with celebrity, it's just a company that they use. They were so funny and so amazing, very, very good. The Viper tours, absolutely fantastic. And the guy, the captain, said, I don't care, I'm going to extend your tour. You were so late getting off this morning, I'm really angry for you. We're going to just extend it. So what happened was, on the way to the reef, he got a call from the ship saying, nope, you need to be back in about an hour and 10 minutes. Bearing in mind it's a 45-minute journey back to the ship on the boat. So we ended up going to some kind of reef in the Whitsunday Islands where we already were, so not the outer reefs, and we got to spend about 15 minutes snorkeling, which absolutely sucked. Now, like I said earlier on, $429 per person, so this shore excursion was more expensive than some cruises we booked, and we're just so disappointed, guys, because we've flown 10,000 miles to come all the way across the whole world to do something that we've been looking forward to for so long, and the snorkeling that we did was so poor. It was so bad, guys. The waters were really murky because we were right close to land. We weren't out in the reefs, in the outer reefs, as the shore excursion promised. So we really do feel shortchanged. So we are absolutely going to complain. And it wasn't just us. At least half of that tour were very, very angry. Everybody was complaining about how rushed it was and that we didn't get to spend time in a reef. The beach and everything was amazing, but it's not good enough when we've been cut short. A third of our tour was cut short for what we paid for. It's been nearly $1,000, which really sucks. I'm just not happy about that, and I'm more than anything, I'm not bothered about the money or anything like that. I'm just really disappointed because we didn't really get to see the Great Barrier Reef.
Screw with that, Ben. I'm bothered about the money because that was an expensive tour. When you book through the cruise line, you're always paying a premium. The reason we booked through the cruise line is because the tour was 6 hours 45 and we knew that we only had a limited amount of time in port. So we booked through the cruise line thinking we're going to get that whole amount of time in the reefs and off the ship. We barely did, guys. It was really poor. So I feel extremely shortchanged. I could have done that tour myself a lot cheaper and been off earlier by getting one of those first tender tickets. The fact that tender number 11 was gone before we even got on the tender boats, I'm not sure why that happened. Nobody apologised to us. There was no excuse for it. The weather was beautiful, it was perfect, so there was no weather issues. I'm still a little bit unsure and not really knowing why we were so delayed. We actually spoke to the crew on the ship and they said they were there at 8:30 this morning waiting for us, and that's what time they were expecting to be meeting us at the boat at 8:30. And they were just waiting around for us all morning. We actually didn't get there until 10 o'clock. They were quite annoyed about it as well. They were visibly annoyed about it. So we're definitely going to go up to the concierge or the guest services, whoever we need to go and see, to complain about this because it is not good enough. That was a very expensive tour and we want some resolution from that.
Wow, I mean, that sail away is beautiful. This part of the world has so exceeded my expectations, guys. Australia as a whole and our New Zealand series were amazing. If you want to watch extra episodes about what we've been doing in the ports apart from this episode, we've been putting them up on our Patreon. Now that helps us support us to be able to do trips like this, so check that out. It's in the description section below. We were just saying, in 110, 115 cruises, we have never ever put in a complaint about a shore excursion, because yes, we know the problems with shore excursions, guys. They are a little bit formulaic, so you have to be in big groups going around. Luckily today it wasn't a big group, it was just 23 people, which was really fantastic, and I think that's why it was one of the more expensive tours, which is really good. But usually you're in a busload of people being traipsed around on a very tight schedule and stuff. We understand that, but when we're shortchanged, we're really not happy about that. We do actually prefer to do things DIY in port. We only tend to book cruise booked shore excursions if time in port is really tight, because they do guarantee you'll get back on the ship no matter what happens. We definitely recommend using companies like Shore Excursions Group. You save up to 40% off shore excursions compared to the ones you book on a ship, and they too guarantee to get you back on the ship as well. We have a link below if you want to book through them as well. You don't pay any extra, but we get a little cut back, which really helps us on our channel as well. But that's not why we're making this video. Do things DIY in port, go via taxi. We really like to use the local transportation. So if we're in a city, we like to go on the trains or the buses because we get to see a more realistic version of the port rather than something that the cruise liners put together themselves. So that can save you an absolute fortune. And unfortunately, we've been really burned today, guys. It's really put us off from booking future shore excursions from the cruise ship because they are just so expensive. So we just expect it to be a little bit better. Now, we've seen this happening quite a lot lately, that cruise lines are actually shortening the times in ports. On some of our recent ports on our cruises here in Australia, we've had like 6 or 7 hours in port, which is absolutely crazy. We're going to these amazing places and getting so few times into the port. So this is for 2 reasons. Number 1 reason is to save money on fuel. So on our last cruise on the Royal Princess, our time in the port of Melbourne was cut short by about 2 or 3 hours at the last minute. Now, we had a bridge visit, so we got invited to the bridge because of our loyalty with Princess, and we got speaking to the officers on board, and they were saying they were running 2 out of the 4 engines or 2 out of the 3 engines to save money to be able to go slower, so that's why we had to leave. Now, the cruise director on that cruise blamed it onto weather, but there was no bad weather whatsoever, so it's very contradicting. Number 2 is having a shorter time in port means that you're really forced to book the shore excursions, which really sucks. So we definitely recommend when booking a cruise, make sure all of the ports that you want to go to, you have plenty of time in port. You don't want to do things like 6 or 5 hours because that's just not enough, because by the time you've done the whole kerfuffle of getting off the port, getting back on, doing all of security and all of that stuff, you can be left with very few minutes left in the actual port, which really sucks. So definitely recommend really planning your day before you get there. Don't leave it to the last minute. Make sure you know all of the things you want to do in port.
Yes, and if your port is a tender port, make sure that you try and get one of the earliest tender tickets that you can so you can get off as soon as you can and explore more of the port. That's why it's really disappointing when it's such a short amount of time and it's a tender port, which adds even more kerfuffle to get off the ship.
Now, something concerning that I'm seeing as well, guys, because we're on lots of Facebook groups and things like that, people complain and say things are not good enough. And the amount of people who say, oh, just be happy you're on holiday, just be happy you're on vacation, stop whinging and stop mourning. Absolutely not. Do not listen to those people. If something is not good enough and you have paid your hard-earned cash, the cash that you've spent hours and hours and hours earning while you're hard at work, absolutely call them out if it's not good enough. This whole BS, it really does bother me, guys, of people saying, oh, just be happy you're on a cruise. No, just be happy that I've paid my hard-earned cash to be on that cruise, so I deserve a certain amount of product and a certain amount of satisfaction from whatever you've bought. So if something isn't right, make sure you do speak up and tell guest services, because on cruise ships they tend to be good. Now, unfortunately, this isn't the only bad thing to have happened on our cruise. Let's skip back a few days. We filmed a meal, a very expensive meal, over $300 in total including tax, for a single specialty meal for me and David. Here's what happened. So guys, tonight we're going to another restaurant. It's actually an extra specialty pay restaurant. It's called the Magic Carpet. We haven't done it before. It's off of that giant orange thing, but they've mucked up our reservation because we specifically booked it for 6:30, which was confirmed twice. We've just got back in from a shore excursion. It's now 5:30 to a letter saying our experiences at 5, but they can't change it to any later. We're not going to fret because we're going to be fed very well, we know we are, but we're going to run up and do it. We had no apology or anything either, which was a bit of a suck because we've got proof we booked it at 6:30. So
I'm sorry if I look like a complete red mess. I'm absolutely boiling. I have never got ready so quick in my life. I didn't even have a chance to shave or anything. I feel like a right tramp. I've half showered though, don't worry. And we're assuming it's upstairs. It didn't actually say where we have to go on the invitation. I think it's upstairs.
Well, that's where it was parked when we got in.
Yeah, which is strange because I always thought it was down on 5.
Well, hello there guys. We're now here on the Magic Carpet, having dinner on the edge. It hasn't started out very well, obviously because we rushed to get here because everybody's been here an hour, so they're all finishing their main courses now. We were placed on probably what is the worst table in the whole restaurant. I think they've actually added another table for us. It was right in the middle, basically between about 3 other tables and about 3 other people basically touching me. The problem was, as soon as I started sitting down, every waiter who walked past, bless them because there's no room, kept knocking me, so I was like elbowed about 3 times. So we asked to be moved, which we have done. Now, one thing that is amazing is the spectacular views, but so far it's been very rushed indeed. We knew it was going to be. We said this while we were walking up the stairs to each other, it's going to be rushed, and it is. First off, we got some bread after we ordered from the menu. We didn't really understand the menu very well. It wasn't explained to us, but we basically get everything, which is kind of cool, apart from I won't eat the seafood bit. We got some bread, which was very nice, and then we got the charcuterie plate, which was very lovely, lots of cheese and meats and things, which is very delicious and very lovely. But yeah, so we're sat here on our new table on the high chairs, but the chairs don't move, so I feel like I'm really far away from the table, so it is a bit of an awkward seating. I think they've crammed in far too many people here. David did speak to the assistant maitre d', he said that it's a lot busier than usual, so I think they've booked too many people for this because it does look really cramped. Anyway, David, he's got his seafood platter and it stinks like fish, guys. It smells like Ariel's going bad, so I'm going to try it, David, because I'm not. David, are you excited? Because this is like your dream, isn't it?
I mean, I'm not a fish obsessive, but I do like seafood. Yeah, we didn't understand that the menu was basically like a chef's tasting menu. So you basically get everything on the menu. We didn't really get that. Anyway, I've got my seafood platter. I've got 3 sauces. I've got a cocktail sauce, another sauce, and another sauce. I've completely forgot what he said. It's been very rushed, like Ben said.
Everybody's finishing their dessert now, which is very odd.
So far, the food's been great, but experience, not the best. Okay, I'm gonna go for an oyster. I've only ever had oysters once before, and that was on Royal Caribbean, and they weren't very good.
Oh, David, I'm gonna have to look away.
I've not ever got an oyster thing, little oyster fork.
Could you just down it in one?
If it's been detached, I can.
Has it been detached?
Yeah, it's been detached. Okay.
Oh.
Wish me luck. Very slimy, a little bit gritty as well. I think I'm gonna stick to my prawns.
The restaurant's half empty now, guys. Everybody's left because we're so far behind. I'm still on my starter. So the next starter is beef empanadas, which I'm just going to have because David just had the fishy stuff and he doesn't like beef anyway. But yeah, guys, I do feel like we were missold this restaurant because we were only booked it because our waiter in the retreat on the first day was like, you've got to do it, you've got to do it. And we asked to see the menu, but we didn't understand I'd been missing out on 3 courses because they're all fish. I didn't realise you got everything.
Well, you said I don't eat fish, so I don't want to book it.
And he said I'll be fine. They've got Chateaubriand, but I've missed out on 3 courses, which really sucks. Anyway, let's have a little try of this. It does look really nice. Very odd service though, guys. Like, they didn't clear my plate away, but cleared David's away. So I've got a dirty plate from the last course, but David's got a fresh one. I think it's because they're a little bit rushed, because I think they're trying to end this quickly, because basically the quicker the ship goes, the more windy it's going to get on here, and they do it while it's in port usually, so it's getting very, very windy outside. So let's have a try. No complaints about this food at all. It is absolutely stunning. They're short rib little pastries, so like Cornish pastries, but full of delicious short rib, and they're absolutely tasty as, and that little dip, oh my gosh, delicious. Wow, very good indeed. But can the food serve everything else? I don't know. I think we're being very fair considering. Oh guys, so it's gone from bad to worse. So my plate came and it had the lobster on it. And obviously, you know, I absolutely detest seafood. I haven't ate it ever, basically. So I said, I just ordered the Chateaubriand, which I did. I explained to the waiter. He turns around and says, well, doesn't your friend eat seafood? Can't he just eat it? I was like, well, I prefer not to have it on my plate though, with all like the juices and the butter and stuff all over my steak. Absolutely hilarious, guys. And then we had like 2 managers come over and say, is everything okay? And I went, look, it's fine. I'll just give it to him. It tastes okay. Tastes fine. It's really cold. The béarnaise or the béarnaise sauce indeed is so salty though. And I like salty food, but that is very, very salty. The meat's very much overcooked as well. I asked for it medium, and there's not a bit of pink in there as well, which is disappointing when you're paying $108. But like I said, I've got a feeling because of that sauce had a bit of a skin on it, it had been sat there a while, so that's why it was overcooked. I'm guessing because we were served a lot later than everybody else. Now, really didn't appreciate that doesn't your friend, and he's my husband. But yeah, God, I'm not happy with this meal, guys, at all.
Well, I have lobster for days. I'm not the biggest lobster fan. I don't mind it, but I'm not a huge fan. It's a little bit strange how we had lobster on the starter and the main. That's a really odd choice on the menu. So we've basically had it cold and hot. Now, my branzino fish was absolutely delicious. The lobster's cold, but I don't know if that's because, I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's been here a while or what's going on, but it's quite hard to eat. I can barely get out of its tail. Overall, not great, to be honest, guys. Well, guys, so we're finished with our on the edge magic carpet dining experience. I think you can pretty much guess what I'm going to say here. Overall, that was one of the most disappointing meals we have ever had on a cruise ship. For the price, that was absolutely shocking. There was nothing particularly bad about the food, just the overall experience in itself just was not what we were expecting. Now, we have to admit, we'll hold our hands up. We did go in there in a bad mood because we went in late and it was very, very rushed. The reason it was rushed was because that they want to get all the service done before they leave the dock, because it gets far too windy to use the magic carpet as a restaurant while you're out at sea. I mean, that's what it was designed for, but anyway. To be honest, the menu I thought was quite strange. The fact that I had lobster for a starter and had lobster for a main. For the price, I just felt like the food was okay. There was nothing special about it. I expected like an extra special cocktail menu. It was basically the bog standard wines and stuff like that. Service was not good. It was a really poor service. Overall, totally disappointed with that, and probably one of the worst meals we've had on a cruise for the price. Yeah, if you want something to laugh at, guys, take a look at the picture when you book this meal of what the experience should look like. Now take a look at the picture of what it actually looked like on the night. We didn't even get a blooming tablecloth, never mind anything else. It was a really, really poor experience. We were completely missold it as well. The guys that were selling it in the dining room on the first day were coming around to sell you all the specialty meals, and we did kind of feel pushed into booking it. So watch out for the pushy salespeople, because it's happening a lot on cruises. They were very pushy with the spa products on Disney. On here, they're very pushy with the meal packages, and they were very pushy with the meal packages on Royal Caribbean as well recently. So do be careful with them, because we're seeing it more and more across all the cruise lines.
Well guys, that was the quickest resolution we've ever had in history of complaining. Not that we complained much. She already knew we were coming, guys. I think everybody from the tour had already complained. So we went to the shore excursions desk, really quickly explained what happened. Immediately she just gave us a 50% refund, which I think is really, really fair, because I do feel like we got 50% of what we were promised. Really good resolution from Celebrity Cruises there. We are very happy with that. But like I said, I think everybody had already complained for us, so that's good. It just goes to show, if you don't get what you paid for, guys, make sure you get that back, because it's really expensive. Right, some nice entertainment going on here tonight as well. Now I just want to tease the next episode, because I already mentioned it earlier on, but it's going to be all about the food here on Celebrity Cruises and just how amazing it is. So you're going to want to stay tuned from some of the experiences that we do. A lot different from the one that we had the other day on the magic carpet. Trust me, it's much nicer. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button, because we'll be back next Sunday. A big thank you to all of our patrons as well. Our patrons help us to create more honest and entertaining videos like this, so we can pay to go on cruises and give our unbiased opinion. You too can find out about becoming a patron in the description section below. In return, we give you a monthly video chat where we get to chat with you, which is really a lot of fun. We give you early access to our videos, ad-free access to our videos, as well as extra full episodes, like in New Zealand and Australia, some of the ports we've done here. So make sure you check it out in the description section below. A big thank you for all your support. That's it till next time. Happy cruising!